anything, yung Isaac po kasi natin is anything na kinukuhanan mo ng security at ng importance o meaning ng buhay. Na kapag nawala yan, natataranta ka na. Hindi ka na makapag-isip ng maayos, na iiba na ang attitude mo, nasisira na ang araw mo. Na sometimes, yung Isaac mo, kapag ka ayaw mong i-let go, willing kang i-compromise ang word ni Lord. It can be your Isaac, na meron kang bagay na pinanghahawakan, na willing kang i-compromise ang word ni Lord or gamitin ang word ni Lord to justify and makes excuse for your Isaac. Kasi you are not willing to let go of your Isaac o ayaw mong ipagalaw sa Lord yung Isaac mo. Life check po tayo. Who is your Isaac? What is your Isaac? At ang gusto po ng Panginoon, dalin mo ang Isaac mo sa Mount Moriah, that you are willing to let go. You are willing to offer your Isaac. May mga bagay po na pinagagawa si Lord sa buhay natin. Like offering and surrendering something. Because the Lord is protecting your heart from loving the promise more than the promise keeper. May mga bagay pong pinagagawa ang Panginoon sa atin, kagaya po nung pagsusurrender kay Isaac. Kay Abraham, pina-offer niya si Isaac, pinasacrifice niya si Isaac, pinasurrender niya si Isaac, kasi gusto ng Lord na makita sa puso ni Abraham that He loves more the promise keeper than the promise. Ganoon din po sa buhay natin. May mga pagkakataon, again yung kagaya ng sinabi po natin kanina, ang provision ng Panginoon ay minsan hindi sa picture o sa form ng pagbibigay o pagtanggap. Sometimes po, ang provision ng Panginoon is in the form of surrendering to Him. Kasi the Lord is protecting your heart from loving the promise more than the promise keeper. Yung pinagagawa po ng Diyos sa atin, ng pagsuko ng Isaac natin. Amen? Listen to this. It's not His way of denying your needs. Again, yung pinagagawa ng Diyos sa atin, ng pagsuko ng Isaac natin, is not His way of denying your needs or destroying your joy. Hindi KJ si Lord. Hindi dinideny ng Lord yung pangangailangan mo. Pinagagawa niya yung pag-surrender kay Isaac dahil meron gustong makita si Lord sa puso mo. At ano yon? Gusto ng Lord na makita that you love Him more than your Isaac. Gustong makita ni Lord that you desire more of the promise keeper than the promise. Gusto ni Lord na makita that you want more the blesser than the blessing. And gusto ni Lord na makita sa iyo at makita sa puso mo that you seek more of the giver than the gift. Iyon po yung gusto ng Lord na makita sa iyo. And if the Lord is asking you to offer your Isaac, are you willing to obey? Are we willing to obey po? Are you willing to offer and let go of your Isaac? Naiisip na po ba natin kung may Isaac tayo? Kasi everybody has an Isaac. Now, are you willing to let go and to offer your Isaac? And willing kang to obey the Lord because you love God more than your Isaac. Genesis 22:3. Nakita po natin yung ginawa ni Abraham, yung response ni Abraham dito sa pagsubok na to. Genesis 22:3. So Abraham rose early in the morning, saddled his donkey, and took 2 of his young men with him, and his son Isaac. And he cut the wood for the burnt offering, and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. Nakita po natin na walang alinlangan si Abraham sa pagsunod. Abraham obeyed the Lord. Matindi yung pananampalataya ni Abraham sa Diyos. At nakita po yung pananampalataya ni Abraham sa Diyos sa pamamagitan ng katindihan niyang pagsunod. Kasi yun po yung resulta na masasabi o pruweba na masasabi na may pananampalataya ka kapag ikaw ay sumunod sa Lord without hesitation and without reservation. Iyan po yung pinag-aaralan natin nung nakaraan sa Friday Bible Study, di ba? Na ang resulta at pruweba na proof na meron kang genuine faith, radical faith, is when you obey no matter what, when you obey even in the midst of uncertainty, when you obey kahit na it doesn't make sense, dahil sinabi ni Lord, susunod ako. That is faith. No? And nakapakita po ni Abraham yung katindihan ng pananampalataya niya that he has a great faith because he obeyed the Lord without hesitation and reservation. Kamusta po tayo? Kamusta po ako? No? Kakamustahin ko rin ang aking sarili. Tayong lahat. Kamusta po tayong lahat? Do we have great faith that because we have faith in God, we trust Him fully and we know Him fully, we will obey Him? Without hesitation and without reservation. Ang sabi po sa Genesis 22:4-6, sabi po dito, on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place from afar. Then Abraham said to his young men, "Stay here with the donkey. I and the boy will go over there and worship and come again to you." And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac his son. And he took in his hand the fire and the knife. So they went both of them together. So dito po makikita natin na nag-journey po si Abraham at si Isaac ng 3 days. Okay? 3 days. Pakisabi po 3 days.
3 days.
Pakisabi sa katabi 3 days.
3 days.
Pakitapik yung katabi 3 days. Okay. Okay. 3 days. And alam niyo po ba, ito pong araw na to, ito pong pag-akyat po ni na Abraham patungo sa Mount Moriah, it will really took them 3 days kung tuloy-tuloy. Kung hindi dinidelay. 3 days talaga. At makikita po natin dito na sa journey po ni Abraham, he doesn't hold back. Na doon sa 3 days, sinabi po dito na yung 3 days po talaga ay yung araw na magjo-journey ka from their hometown patungo sa Mount Moriah. And makikita po natin na he journeyed this mountain 3 days kasi hindi po talaga nag-alinlangan si Abraham. He doesn't hold back. Hindi siya yung nagdalawang isip na pupunta ba ako o hindi. Sige nga, forward tayo. Ay, wait lang, parang ayoko muna. Sige Lord, isusuko ko na. Eh, I miss you. Ay, wait lang. Wag muna. Diba? Nag-aalim lang. Gustong isuko, pero kapag ka parang may nangyaring maganda, ay wait lang. Ayoko munang isuko. Maganda pa itong nangyayari. Hindi po nag-alinlangan si Abraham to offer Isaac. Hindi siya nagdalawang isip. He didn't delay his obedience. He obeyed God because he trusts God. He obeyed God because he trusts God, and he trusts God because he knows his God. Amen. Sumunod po si Abraham kasi nagtitiwala siya sa Diyos. At nagtitiwala siya sa Diyos dahil kilala niya ang Diyos niya. Iyon po yung pundasyon ng ating pananampalataya para tayo ay talagang matinding sumunod sa Diyos. Para talagang mag-arise ang faith natin, you need to know more of who God is.